Hey everyone, back here for round 3. We're currently 2-0, so not a bad start, if I do say so myself. On the draw, our opponent kept. We're definitely going to keep this hand. Turn 1 search is pretty strong, and Lightning Bolt as an option for their early creatures if that's the kind of deck they're playing. It's an overall solid hand. But we'll find out what our opponent is playing now. At the 2-0, usually when you're like 2-0 or 3-0 or whatever in a tournament, you assume they're playing more likely tier 1 decks. I do guess that Scapeshift though doesn't really not really a tier 1 deck right now, but it actually has been getting more popular. Okay, what did Foothills go? That could be a lot of decks. Potentially Burn. Potentially some sort of Naya deck. Collected Company decks. It could be. I guess it could be Jund also. Breeding Pool. So this might be the mirror match actually. Not 100%, but this could be okay. I don't know what this is then. Is this Domain Zoo? It looks like that's what it is. Huh? Okay. It's like, oh, maybe this is like Jun. Maybe this is the mirror. No, it's Domain Zoo, obviously. However, luckily for us, this bolt actually does kill the Goyf because there's only a land, and if we put instant in the graveyard, then it's a 2/3, but that's still dead to a lightning bolt. So let's go Steam Vent untapped, take 2, and I'll bolt the Goyf, and boom. So that's actually a pretty good sequence that we're able to lightning bolt a Tarmogoyf there. What is this? Knight of the Reliquary? Geist of Flametraft, sure. It's a little worse because we can't repeal it next turn, but we can repeal the token if we want to for 1 blue mana, which isn't bad, Saves us 4 life, draws us a card. It's not a bad card. Okay, we got a remand. Well, wish I had the remand before, but we're okay. I think we just pass, leave up remand, repeal, peer through depths. Our life total is not under too much threat right now, but if they are playing cards like Tribal Flames, ooh, Elspeth, definitely remanding that. Uses up their turn. Cryptic's not a bad draw either. I think I want to repeal sooner rather than later. It's more mana efficient and lets us dig deeper. See if we draw like ramp spells or something. Like Tribelder. Second Scapeshift. Okay then. Now I think that we have Cryptic Command up. I think we just pass. We know they have an Elspeth, and if we want like Tribelder go, and they just go Elspeth plus we take 9, that's not very good for us. So I think countering the Elspeth, drawing a card, is a reasonable play. If like that doesn't happen, we can always peer through depths. So there's the Elspeth again. Go counter draw. Take 6 down to 10. And then hopefully survive 1 more turn. Just gotta hold on. Green source would actually let us win next turn. So we're at 10. Say we go Tribelder next turn, block, take 4, go to 6. Snapcaster. Snapcaster repeal is actually not bad. Okay, so we're gonna go play Tribelder. And just pass then. Bolt to the face. That's, yeah, I can't do much about that. Pathing that, eh? Okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if we sack your path. Either way, we get a land and our creature gets removed. I guess it's better to have our Tri-Builder in play as opposed to not in play. Okay, so I'm gonna try and play around things as much as possible. We're gonna go Snapcaster on the repeal, try and repeal the token, try and block the Geist. And if those both work out successfully, I don't believe we're gonna die this turn. And let's just repeal that. Boom, didn't take any damage. Even if we took in the 2 Alpha Geist, going to 5, like, could open us up to, like, Tribal Flames, but getting rid of the token is the biggest thing, because that makes it so, like, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix wouldn't kill us. Looks like they had neither of those, but it's definitely a real thing they could have had. Sorry, my voice is a bit sore right now, but, yeah, it should be lethal. Let's see, we have 7 lands, there are 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, okay. Don't have too many mountains in play. Interesting deck we're playing against. Looks like a Bant. I guess it's 4 color really. Haven't really seen those decks in a while in Modern, but I think they're kind of sweet. One, two, three, four, five. I'll click Steam Vents. Okay. And that's 18 damage to the face. Should be good enough. The nice thing about that game is that their spells were just kind of awkward. Like, I mean, the Tarmogoyf got bolted, Elspeth got remanded in Cryptic. We were able to deal with the Geist with our repeal. They just did, like, I guess our answers lined up very well with their threats that game. But if they had, like, Wow in the Call, that could have been a lot worse. Against them. I think I want Dispels because I feel like they're going to have counter spells post board. Like, it's either Negates or Swan Songs or something like that. I also think that Baloths aren't the worst. I think Anger's fine also. Maybe Compulsive's a little slow here. Not sure what Izzet Charms either. I think Engineered is also very strong against them. I think we'll try this. Remands are good because they have a bunch of 3-drops, or at least, like, you know, we saw the Geist, the Knight of Reliquaries, the Elspeth. In that case, I think we want Remands. Anger is good against a Geist, or, like, if they have, like, Nicodles and early pressure like that. I want to say Ring and Baloths, but sometimes Baloths won't do too much. They'll just, like, chump block and gain some life if they have a bigger Goyf or a bigger Knight. It's hard to say, but I'm going to try this strategy. Yeah, I'll try this. This hand's perfectly fine. It's gonna have to make some choices though if we want to play Tri-Roller on turn 2 or leave up Remand. But definitely cannot mulligan. Like, if they go turn 1 land, Knight, or Noble Hierarch, that could be rough. It's definitely something their deck can do. Looks like that might be what they're doing. Some sort of Mana Dork, it looks like. Wild Nicodle. I guess it's not Mana Dork, it was Wild Nicodle. But anyways, having 1-drops on the play, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Probably just gonna have to go with Tri-Builders then. I guess at least they can't go turn 2 Geist, which would have been really rough. Maybe we find an Anger the Gods, that'd be nice. Down to 17. Ooh, Thalia. That is not a bad one against us. Foothills is not a bad draw because we can get a basic forest instead of taking 2 from the breeding pool. And let's just go for some blockers. Definitely gonna sack and get a mountain because I want Anger the Gods to be a good top deck. We don't need like multiple blue sources right now either. The only card that we want multiple blues for Cryptic, but that's gonna be like later on in the game, and by then we should have enough blue sources for that. Tarmogoyf, Temple Garden. Okay, one time Anger the Gods. One time. No Anger, okay. So how much power is this on board? This is 10 power on board. So we're dead to like Boros Charm, Atarka's Command, Gore Clan if that's what they're playing. I don't think they're playing Gore Clan, but they could. We could go Tri-Boulder just for a block. But then, are we just waiting to peel and Anger next turn? Because we can't go Tri-Boulder plus Peer Through Depths because of Thalia. 4, 5. I guess next turn we can go Peer Through Depths, find Anger. We won't be able to Scapeshift next turn, I don't believe. Because we'll have 4, 5, 6. No, yeah, we won't be able to resolve Scapeshift for lethal next turn no matter what because of Thalia. Thalia is really annoying. Okay, well, I think our plan is just to play this Tri-Boulder. So say we go block, take 7. I can see a world where we win this game, but it's not looking too good. I guess we can Tri-Boulder, get an island, and then Cryptic as a live draw. That's probably like our draws next turn are like Cryptic, Anger. I guess Pure Through Depths into Anger would leave just a Goyf, and that might not be lethal if they don't have a burn spell. Because right now we're taking 7 going to 7, but that's not accounting if they, like, over the next 2 turns if they have any burn spells. Like, Atarka's Command actually has us dead next... No, Atarka's Command has us going to 1 next turn. Actually, no, it is lethal. Never mind, because Goyf gets pumped from it also. So I guess we're just hoping they don't have any of that. Maybe they just have, like, Elspeth and no 4th land. Actually, no, they can have Elspeth and 4th land, because they just can't cast it. So we'll get our island here. Take 7, unless they have effects. No. Okay, we're gonna need something good. They did just pass. Maybe they do have this Elspeth that I was mentioning. Okay, well, Anger the Gods, in theory, keeps us... Actually, no, we can't even cast Anger the Gods, because this Pure Threats costs 3 and Anger costs 4. Does Engineer Explosives get us there? No, we can't search up for Engineered, though. I don't actually know how we can win this game, but... Peer Through Depths into... Our removal spell doesn't do it. Peer Through Depths. Scapeshift definitely doesn't do it. Doesn't do anything. Unless they concede, but that's unlikely. I mean, we're gonna peer anyways. Yeah, this Thalia actually did a lot. It was really... It disrupted a few of our turns where we weren't able to leave, like, Peer up with Remand or stuff like that. Dispel Cryptic. Yeah, like, if we were able to Peer end of turn or something and find this Cryptic, that would have been good enough. This Harvest Pyre is not good enough now, though. Kill, take 7 Xaxes. Yeah, we're dead. Oh well. I mean, that's the Zoo deck on the play with Thalia. Basically, it was mainly the Thalia, actually. Thalia is a good magic card against us, considering 29 of the cards in our deck are non-creature spells. I believe we just keep our same construction. Don't think... I guess we can bring in Roast. Now that I think about it, Roast probably would have been a good one to bring in. Maybe I don't want these Dispels, or not a bunch of them. Because we saw that game, they didn't have any sort of counters. So maybe the blue is just the splash for like Geist of Saint Draft. I'll try this. I think one Dispel's fine because of the burn spells the deck would have anyways. But hopefully on the play we can get them. Definitely keeping this hand on the play. It's pretty strong. I think Repeal is fairly good against them. Seem like a deck with a lot of like high impact 2 and 3 drops. But yeah, really, that game we just need to find one more turn there. I don't know if I think we played it right, as in we couldn't have extracted any more time, but I have to look back. Even if we did somehow find a way to not be dead on board, they had 2 cards in hand. There's a good chance that it's like a Lightning Bolt, or maybe they had the land Elspeth, stuff like that. Just gonna pass here with some removal up. I feel like I want to be able to bolt the first threat that comes down on their turn. And Goyf would die right now to a Lightning Bolt. There's a Wild Coddle, and probably bolting that. Can't really protect it at this point. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna bolt it. Yeah, because if they play Goyf next turn, it's a 4-5, or it's a 3-4. Roast would make it a 4-5, and it would still die to Roast, which is what I was checking to make sure. Another Search for Tomorrow. I think at this point we just cast the Search for Tomorrow. And, you know, now we have some answers still in our hand. We just need to find like one more land and then Scapeshift. And you know, our life total's relatively high. Ooh, this could be a Geist. A Knight of the Reliquary. Okay, that's acceptable. Now, do I want to roast it or do I want to repeal it? Repealing it is a bit appealing because it's a 3 drop, so it's really expensive for them to replay. I think I like that plan. Destroying more land. So we definitely have enough now to kill them with Scapeshift. So now we've entered the phase where we need to draw the Scapeshift. Well, and there's the Scapeshift. I don't think we... Ugh. I was gonna say, I don't think we play around anything. I feel like UG means that they're open, but it could also be a sick bluff. I think we just have to go for it. If they have negate or something, then, you know, whatever. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. That was, like, I expected that. Not like I thought that was the most likely to happen, but it's, like, really reasonable. Especially when you say UG, like, it's really unlikely that you say UG and you actually are weak. It's just, like, they're just trying to, like, psych you out. But even if they don't say UG or they do say it, I'm still, like, 100% making the same play. I was still thinking that negate is a reasonable thing they could have. So, like, I feel like on Moto, it's really hard to try and do these, like, fake bluffs because, like, or, you know, trying to, like, mind game your opponent because, like, most of the time they're going to know, it's going to feel forced. Unless you've been doing that the whole match, is, like, making those kind of things, so... Don't think it really does anything there that he had that. Oh my god, obviously. Oh, you get punished. The one card that makes us want to hold back our Scapeshift. But I definitely think it's reasonable. Like, them just playing a Noble Hierarch there instead and leaving up these mana is, like... You could say, like, oh, that's a tell that they're leaving up Negate. But I feel like them wanting mana could be a reasonable thing if they have Elspeth in their hand or if they have, like, a burn spell they want to use. Hmm. Harvest Pyre. We can Harvest Pyre the Voice, but they can still get a 2/2 out of it that become a 3/3 if they play any creature. The only thing is that it lets us open up using Dispel if they cast instances on their turn. I think we want to Harvest Pyre. I think that's worth it there. There's no real point in doing it for any more than 2. They're not even representing a Tarkus command with this mana. Yeah, I think having these cards in our graveyard are relevant for Snapcaster Mages. So like at this point, Snapcaster Mage, Scapeshift, you know, our live draws. Peer Through Depths would be nice. Cryptic's fairly good here, especially with the token in play. We can bounce a token. Yeah, I don't know. There's like a chance I should have just like not played the Scapeshift and like hope that maybe the following turn they're like, oh well, if they didn't have it that turn, then I can tap before Night now, and not if they don't have a land, then they can't have play Night plus have negate up. But well, that's one of the better things they could have had too. Makes us it like punishes us the most for playing the Harvest Fire there. Island is not what we want to draw. I'm not going to play it though, because if we draw Odessa Lighthouse, we won't have a card to discard to it. So we're not dead this turn, but we're dead the following turn. Just unfortunate the way this game played out. Like I said, even if I know, like, I have like a 90% read that they have a negate, I don't think it's really worth it to not play Scapeshift or like try and hold up for Dispel, because we have one Dispel in our deck. I guess we have Cryptics also, but Cryptic is like going to be good in a lot of different situations. Unfortunately, Tri-Boulder doesn't get us there. I think the most annoying part about this game is the whole part where he tried to, like, I don't know if they thought they were being clever with the UG thing, like, I don't know. I feel like people try too hard on Moto to, like, do that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's definitely still lethal. I wonder if we harvest pired the Goyf if we would have had an extra turn. Well, it doesn't look like we were going to get there anyways, but unfortunately lost there. Things were looking really good, but I mean, having the negate at that key point was rough. Like I said, like the only way, like we could have decided not to play Scapeshift there and just hope that next turn they go play a knight and don't play a land, because if we think they have negate and then next turn they just go like play a land untapped, Knight of the Reliquary, they're still representing negate up, in which case it's definitely better for us to go for it that turn, because we're just giving them extra turns to draw negate. The only scenario where we don't want to, where we really don't want to play Scapeshift, if next turn they're going to tap out for a knight, and then they don't play a land, and they're not representing negate anymore. But we don't even know if the counterspell they're representing is negate or if it's Swan Song. If it's Swan Song, then it really doesn't matter. Like, no matter what, we're going to run into a Swan Song. But it's just unfortunate we drew the one card afterwards that we wanted just for the scenario of them having counters. But we're still 2-1. Hopefully we can win the last round, get some prizes. And I'll see you guys.